My wife found out that she's infertile and turned herself into a monk. Now she's acting all shocked when I granted her wish to get it elsewhere. We'd been married 5 years when she got the news. Some procedures she had in her early 20s meant kids weren't happening. The doctor explained it gently, but I watched her face just crumble in that office. She didn't say a word the entire drive home. At first, I thought we'd work through it together. I told her we could adopt, we could foster. Hell, we didn't even need kids if she didn't want them. I married her, not the idea of being a father. I loved her for who she was, but she completely shut down. Said intimacy was only for making babies, and since that wasn't possible anymore, we were done. Just like that. No discussion, no compromise. She moved into the guest room that same week. 2 years. 2 years of sleeping in separate rooms. 2 years of her flinching away when I tried to hold her hand. 2 years of feeling like a roommate instead of a husband. 2 years of eating dinner in silence while she scrolled through her phone. I tried everything. I bought her flowers, planned date nights, suggested weekend getaways. Nothing worked. She'd accept the flowers with a blank thank you and cancel the reservations. I started going to therapy by myself because she refused couples counseling. Every time I brought it up, she'd say there was nothing to talk about. My therapist suggested I write her a letter, something she could read without feeling cornered, so I did. I spent weeks on that letter. My counselor helped me choose every word carefully. I told her I loved her, that I missed her, that I wanted us to try therapy together. I asked if she'd consider seeing a doctor. Maybe there was something physical going on beyond the infertility. I explained how lonely I felt, how much I missed being her husband. I made sure nothing could be read as manipulative. I wanted her to know this came from love. I left it on the kitchen table one morning before work, right next to her coffee mug. When I came home that evening, she'd read it. I could tell because there was red Sharpie scrawled across the entire page. Go get it elsewhere because you're not getting it from me. That was it. No conversation. She wrote those words and walked out to her sister's place for the weekend. Didn't answer my calls, didn't respond to texts. I sat at that table for over an hour, just staring at her handwriting. Part of me was angry. Part of me was devastated. But mostly, I just felt empty. Hollow. Then I made a decision. If that's what she wanted, if she was giving me explicit permission in writing, then okay, I'd take her up on it. I'm not the kind of guy who can just go to a bar and pick someone up. I'm decent looking, keep in shape, can hold a conversation, but I'm no model. I'm just a regular guy with a good job and a dead marriage. So it took time. I met Nadia at a work conference 3 months later. We got coffee between sessions, started texting about work stuff. She knew I was married from day one. I made that crystal clear. She was coming out of a bad divorce herself and wasn't looking for anything serious. We were both just lonely people who understood what it felt like to be abandoned. It started as genuine friendship. Someone to talk to who didn't make me feel broken or unwanted. Someone who laughed at my jokes and actually seemed happy to see me. Then one night after a few drinks at a hotel bar, it became physical. I didn't hide it. I left my phone face up on the counter. Didn't delete messages or clear my call history. Didn't make excuses about where I was going. In my mind, she'd given me written permission. She'd literally told me to go elsewhere. For 6 weeks, my wife didn't say a word. She saw me leaving the house dressed nicer than usual. Saw me texting someone and actually smiling for the first time in years. Saw me coming home later than normal. She had to have known. Then one Tuesday night, I came home around 10 and found her on the couch, crying. My phone was in her hand. She'd finally gone through it. She looked up at me with red, swollen eyes and said, "I didn't think you'd actually do it." I just stood there in the doorway, keys still in my hand. "You told me to. You wrote it in red Sharpie across a letter I spent weeks writing. You gave me explicit permission." I was angry, she sobbed. "I was hurt. I didn't mean it literally. I thought you'd know that." "Then what did you mean? Because I've been begging you for 2 years to talk to me, to try anything, and you refused every single time. You wouldn't go to counseling, wouldn't see a doctor, wouldn't even have a conversation. What was I supposed to think?" She couldn't answer. She just kept crying, saying she thought I'd fight harder for us, that I'd keep trying instead of giving up, that she never imagined I'd actually be with someone else. I told her I never gave up. She did. She shut me out completely, rejected every attempt I made, and then got mad when I finally took her at her word. Now she wants to go to counseling. Now she wants to try. Now she's saying maybe we could work on things, that she misses me, that she realizes what she's lost. But I honestly don't know if there's anything left to save.